My life in Buenos Aires. Hi there. My name is Julia. I am 10 years old. I live in Buenos Aires, the capital city of Argentina. Buenos Aires is a beautiful, exciting place filled with history, culture, and life. Today, I want to take you on a journey through my life in this fantastic city. I will tell you about my daily routine, family, the places I love, and the traditions that make Buenos Aires unique. I live in a neighborhood called Palermo. It is one of the largest and most beautiful areas in Buenos Aires. Palermo is known for its green parks, fancy cafes, and peaceful streets. Big, leafy trees line the sidewalks, and in the spring, they bloom with purple flowers. These flowers come from jacaranda trees, covering the streets like a purple carpet. Walking under the trees, I feel like I am in a dream. I live in an apartment with my mom, dad, and little brother, Mateo. My mom works as a teacher, and my dad is an architect. Mateo is only 5 years old but loves to draw and play soccer. He says he wants to be a soccer player one day. Our home is small but cozy, with many bookshelves, plants, and family pictures. On weekends, we often walk around our neighborhood. There are so many things to see. Palermo is full of parks where families and friends gather to picnic, play, and relax. One of our favorite parks is the Bosque de Palermo, a large park with lakes, playgrounds, and walking paths. Sometimes, we rent bikes or paddle boats to enjoy the lake. The park is always filled with laughter, music, and the sounds of people having fun. Every weekday morning, I start at 7 a.m. The sun rises over Buenos Aires, and I get ready for school. I wear my school uniform, a white blouse, a blue skirt, and black shoes. My school is only a few blocks from my apartment, so my mom or dad walks me there. The streets of Buenos Aires are always busy, even in the early morning. During the walk, we pass small shops where people buy newspapers, snacks, and drinks. There are also cafes where people sit outside, sipping coffee or a mate. Mate is a traditional Argentine drink made from yerba leaves. Sometimes, we hear street musicians playing guitars or singing tangos, the traditional music of Buenos Aires. My school day begins at 8 a.m. We study various subjects, including math, science, and history. My favorite subject is English. I love learning new words and practicing English with my teacher, Miss Laura. She is very kind and always encourages us to try our best, even when we make mistakes. Learning English is essential because it helps me connect with people from other countries and cultures. In art class, we often learn about famous Argentine artists like Sul Solar, who created colorful, abstract paintings. His work is full of strange shapes and patterns, and looking at his paintings makes me feel like I am dreaming. I also enjoy drawing and painting my creations during art class. One day, I hope to become an artist like him. During breaks, I play with my friends. We usually play soccer or tag in the schoolyard. Soccer is very popular in Argentina, and many of my classmates dream of becoming professional soccer players like Lionel Messi or Diego Maradona, two of the greatest players from Argentina. Sometimes, we talk about the latest soccer matches or what our favorite teams are doing. My friends and I are huge fans of Boca Juniors, one of the most famous soccer teams in the country. Buenos Aires is a city that loves art and entertainment. You can feel it in the air. One of the most famous forms of entertainment here is tango. It is a passionate dance born in the streets of Buenos Aires more than 100 years ago. Tango is not just a dance, it is part of our culture. In the neighborhood of San Telmo, you can see couples dancing tango in the streets, moving to the sound of accordions and guitars. The music is beautiful and full of emotion. My mom once took me to a tango show, and seeing the dancers move so gracefully was terrific. It made me want to learn to dance too. Buenos Aires is also home to many theaters, museums, and galleries. One of the most famous theaters in the world, the Teatro Colón, is in Buenos Aires. The Teatro Colón is known for its grand opera performances, ballet, and classical concerts. I have not been to a show there yet, but my mom says that one day, she will take me to see a ballet performance. The theater is so beautiful, with its golden decorations and massive chandeliers, that even just seeing the inside is like a dream. In Buenos Aires, we celebrate many festivals and holidays. One of my favorite holidays is Independence Day, on July 9th. This holiday celebrates Argentina's independence from Spain in 1816. On this day, there are parades and fireworks. There are also traditional Argentine foods like empanadas and delicious pastries filled with meat, cheese, or vegetables. Another big celebration is Carnival, which takes place in February. During Carnival, people dress in colorful costumes and dance in the streets. There are big parades with drums, music, and lots of dancing. It is a time of joy and fun, and the streets come alive excitedly. Christmas in Buenos Aires is also unique because it happens during summer. While many people in other countries celebrate Christmas in the cold, we have warm weather here. My family celebrates by decorating a Christmas tree, eating a big dinner, and spending time with relatives. After dinner, we go outside to watch fireworks light up the sky. It is a magical night filled with laughter and love. As I mentioned, soccer is a massive part of life in Argentina. My friends and I often play soccer in the park after school. I am good at it, too. Last year, my school had a soccer tournament, and my team won first place. I was so proud when we received our medals. It was one of the happiest moments of my life. Besides soccer, Buenos Aires is known for its love of tennis, rugby, and polo. Polo is a sport played on horseback, and Argentina is one of the best countries in the world at it. My dad once took me to a polo match, and I was amazed at how fast the horses ran and how skilled the players were. Buenos Aires is full of famous places to visit. One of the most iconic is the Obelisco, a tall monument in the middle of the city. It was built in 1936 to celebrate the 400th anniversary of Buenos Aires. The obelisco stands in the center of Avenida 9 de Julio, one of the widest streets in the world. When you stand near the obelisco, you can feel the city's energy all around you. Another place I love is La Boca, a colorful neighborhood by the river. The houses in La Boca are painted in bright reds, yellows, and blues, and the streets are filled with artists and musicians. La Boca is also home to La Bombonera, the stadium where Boca Juniors plays. The fans here are some of the most passionate in the world, and the atmosphere during a game is like nothing else. In Buenos Aires, the seasons are opposite to those in the Northern Hemisphere. Our summer is in December, January, and February, and it is boiling. During summer, my family sometimes trips to the beach in Mar del Plata, a city by the sea. We spend our days swimming in the ocean, building sandcastles, and eating ice cream. It is the perfect way to cool off. Winter in Buenos Aires, which lasts from June to August, is not as cold as other places, but we still wear jackets and scarves. I love drinking hot chocolate while reading a good book on cold winter days. In autumn, the leaves change colors and fall to the ground, and I enjoy jumping into big piles of leaves with my brother. Spring is beautiful because the parks are full of flowers, and the weather is perfect for outdoor activities. I have many dreams for the future. One of my biggest dreams is to travel the world, visiting places like the United States, England, and Japan. I also want to become fluent in English, because I want to talk to people from other countries and make new friends. Learning English is hard, but I will improve with practice. One experience that I will never forget is visiting El Ateneo Grand Splendid, a massive bookstore in Buenos Aires. It used to be a theater but is now filled with books. The ceiling still has beautiful paintings, and the stage is now a cafe. I love spending time there, surrounded by stories from around the world. Living in Buenos Aires means I sometimes have surprising encounters. One day, while walking with my mom in Palermo, we saw a man dressed as a tango dancer performing in the street. He asked if anyone wanted to dance, and before I knew it, he had pulled me into the dance. I was initially nervous, but soon, I was laughing and trying to keep up with his steps. It was such a fun and unexpected moment. Living in Buenos Aires has taught me many important lessons. I have learned to appreciate the beauty of my city, from the tall buildings to the quiet parks. I have also learned how to stay curious and open to new experiences, whether trying new food, visiting a museum, or learning a new word in English. Most of all, I have learned that no matter where you live, it is essential to be kind, to dream big, and to never give up on your goals. To everyone reading this story, I want to tell you never to stop learning. Learning new things, like English, can be challenging, but you can achieve anything with practice. Always be curious, and do not be afraid to make mistakes. It is through mistakes that we grow. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my life in Buenos Aires. One day, you could visit my city and see all the fantastic things I discussed. Thank you for listening to my story.